Happy September, you guys. This video is going to be my first real fall vlog. I know that I uploaded my fall decorating video probably about a week ago by the time that y'all see this. I'm actually filming the intros on the same day. I just filmed the intro for that video, but I'm gonna be starting a cozy fall vlog right now. It's about to start pouring. The vibes are perfect today. And yeah, we're just gonna get up to some reading. We might do some baking. I'll show y'all, I'll probably show y'all a little bit in this video of what I've decorated around the apartment, just in case you haven't watched the full decorating video, but you definitely should go watch that if you have not already. It's a full vlog of me decorating my whole apartment and it's gonna be so much fun. So go watch that if you haven't already. But yeah, the first thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about is what I'm reading. I am reading the coziest fantasy book to me right now, and I know that some people might be like, that's a cozy fantasy to you, but I started Fourth Wing, guys. I don't even remember when this book came out. It was either 2022 or 2023, but I never got around to it because honestly the book was really expensive when it came out. Hardcover books are just, I typically don't buy hardcover books, and I'm not saying that's what put me off completely from buying it. I never got around to it. Okay, it recently got put on Kindle Unlimited, so I started reading it either yesterday or the night before, I don't remember. But I'm on page 142, which is 21% of the way through, and I am loving this book, guys. I am absolutely loving it. It's definitely giving Harry Potter vibes, so much. If you have not read Fourth Wing, which I find hard to believe because everyone and their mother has read it, it's about this girl named Violet who goes to this school, I think it's called Bagsiath College. Is that what it's called? Anyway, it's a college for different students to just do different things. So you can be a scribe or a dragon rider, a healer. There's just all these different things, but this focuses on the riders and their dragons. I'm not far enough in yet to I haven't really gotten to the dragons yet, but it's her just going through all of these trials to eventually try to be a dragon rider. She has a few, I guess, enemies, you would say. So there's Xaden. He is one of the top leaders in the quadrants. I do not understand the difference between quadrants, wings, and there's one other group that it's just there's so many words I don't really understand it. This book's honestly a little confusing, but Xaden reminds me of Snape from Harry Potter because he's kind of the top dog, the leader, and he doesn't like Violet and he's being mean to her. And then there's this guy named Jack, I think his name is. He's another first year, but he reminds me of Draco because he's picking on her even though they're in the same grade, and he just doesn't like her and he's trying to kill her, which is giving Draco vibes to me. So let me know down below if you thought the same thing. And the fact that they're in this castle on the side of the mountain and there's dragons and stuff, it's just it's giving Harry Potter vibes, which is perfect for me because I love Harry Potter. It's my all-time favorite series ever. I've read the books 3 times. I've obviously seen the movies 20 times each. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this. It is over 600 pages on the Kindle. I think though in the physical copybooks that equals only a little over 500 pages. So it's not too bad, but I am on page 142 and I think it's a cozy fantasy for me. It's I don't know, just the dragons and the castles and the nature. It's just very cozy to me, especially with this fall weather coming in, and it's been raining the last few days while I've been reading, and it's just been perfect. So I'm really, really enjoying this. I will keep y'all updated throughout this vlog. This will kind of be a reading vlog too. I do need to go to H-E-B at some point this week. I don't know what I want to make yet. I kind of want to make either some pumpkin bread or some muffins or something. I need to look up on TikTok different fall recipes because people are so creative and make the cutest things. I'm not a big cinnamon bun person, which I feel gives ultimate fall vibes, but they're too sweet for me, so I don't know if I can do that. But we're gonna do something in this video. We're gonna bake something. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Comment down below what your favorite thing about fall is, what's your favorite thing to do. I love reading y'all's comments and interacting with y'all. So yeah, let me know down below. I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. I'm obviously showing a more in-depth look at all of this in the decorating vlog, but this is what I'm about to start decorating with. Again, go watch the decorating video if you have not already, but I'm so excited to get started on all of this. I literally despise filming in this kitchen because of how yellow the lighting is. Just our overhead lighting, there's like yellow bulbs in there. I need to change it out, honestly, so just bear with me with this horrible lighting. But I got back from HEB a few hours ago, and I got this Betty Crocker pumpkin spice cookie mix. I don't know, it looked good, and I actually looked at the reviews on the HEB app before I bought this, and it had good reviews. People said they liked it, so I got this. And then this was like on the end of an aisle, you know, where they do like holiday setups with like different stuff. That's where this was. And then this was right above it. This is by Pillsbury, but it's just like a cream cheese. It has a pumpkin on it, but it's just normal cream cheese flavored. So I have both of these. It says that it takes 17 to 19 minutes. I literally, there's so much stuff in this. I mean, it is like packed full. And it says that you can either do 26 to 28 regular sized cookies or 14 larges. So I don't know if I should make all the batter. I'm gonna have to, because it only needs 1 egg. So I'm gonna have to do like 2 batches in the oven, I'm thinking, which I do not want to do. But yeah, this is what we're doing. I'm literally praying it's good. I already tried the frosting. There's like the good quality cream cheese frosting, and then there's like the not good quality. This is like the not good quality. I mean, clearly it's like store-bought. I'm sure it'd be so much better if I made it at home, but I'm still hoping that it's good. I kind of want to open, oh my god, this frosting lid will not go back on here. I want to open this to see if it smells like pumpkin, because like I said, I'm like not someone that's like, oh my god, the pumpkin spice lattes are out this year. What is going on? Okay, let's see if it smells like pumpkin. Oh, that smells really good. It smells like cinnamon or gingerbread. Is that what pumpkin is supposed to smell like? Like a gingerbread? That's what I've always figured pumpkin smells like. It's like a gingerbread thing, and that's exactly what it smells like. That smells really good. So if the cookies taste like what it smells like, they're gonna be really good. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna get out our knockoff KitchenAid mixer and start mixing everything. So I actually have zero idea how big these balls are supposed to be. Like, is that a normal size or is that small? Like, I genuinely have not made cookies in so long, so I don't know how big these are supposed to be. I also have no idea how far to spread these out. Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm literally clueless. It says 2.5 inches on the like cookie bag. But is that for the big cookies? Like, I just don't know. So I feel like I'm only gonna be able to make like 9 in this batch, and I just do not want to make another batch. It'd be fine if I had another pan, but I don't have another pan. So like I have to do this one first, and then make another batch. I feel like I'm making these bigger and bigger the more that I'm rolling. I definitely spaced these the perfect amount because look at those. Those look beautiful. I have this batch cooling down over here. I just put the second batch in the oven, but they literally look so good. One of these, the bottom is, oh, yep, it's that one. There was some of it left on the pan, so I tried it and it was so good, but now I need to get that. So this is where it gets tricky because I guess I can put the frosting in here. I don't know how, oh, that's way easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like so freaking hard to put the frosting on these, but it's actually not. I do want to put like a very small amount. I'm not a frosting person. I don't think my boyfriend is either. Like, it gets so sweet. So we're gonna do kind of a minimal amount. I also did want to make this look pretty. Don't know if that doesn't look that bad, right? I think this is all I'm gonna frost for right now, at least until my boyfriend gets home so that he can try them to see if he likes them. I'm about to try mine. I'll do a little taste test. Okay, we're going to try one with frosting. I'm kind of scared because what if I don't like it? That is so good. That kind of tastes like something I'd get at like Starbucks or something. I don't know if I like it more or less though, like with or without frosting, because it's really good without frosting, but it's really good with frosting. And I made sure, let me finish chewing. I made sure to not put too much frosting, like I said, because I didn't want it to be overly sweet, but it is so good. It is so good. I would say this was a success. Hi guys, it's been a few days since I last talked to y'all, or I guess since I did the intro to this video. I have been meaning to update y'all on Fourth Wing, and I haven't. I am now on page 335, which is where I'm 51% of the way through. I am absolutely loving this book. It is so good. It is, I feel like I read this at a really good time too. I don't think I would have enjoyed this book as much if I read it in like the middle of summer. Like, to me, it's just giving the coziest vibes. I don't know, like dragons and like castles. If it has that, it's cozy to me, like a cozy fantasy. I've highlighted, I don't know if I've actually highlighted a few things or if it was just one, but Xaden, I still don't, I haven't looked up pronunciations for this book because I feel like there weren't that many names that were hard to like say. I feel like they're all like modern names. Like there was Amber and I don't know, like Violet, like these are all names that aren't that hard to pronounce. But Xaden, I'm like 99% sure that's how you say it. Now, ever since the dragons came into it, I don't know how to pronounce like any of those dragon names, but I think Tairn is how you say the main dragon, like Violet's big dragon. I'm not for sure. I need to look up the pronunciations. But Xaden and the dragons are all so sassy, and I'm literally living for it. The other night I was laying in bed and I was finishing a chapter up and my boyfriend was laying next to me, and I read this line from Xaden, or no, it was kind of from Xaden, but it was Xaden and Violet talking, and I started giggling so hard. My boyfriend was like, what? And I tried explaining to him why it was funny, and I just don't think he got it. But I wanted to tell y'all. So I don't really think, I won't give you like too much detail. So if you haven't read the book, I don't think this is really a spoiler, but Violet was out in the woods and Xaden ended up being out there, and so they were just like talking in the woods. I won't give any more context than that, but Xaden said, now get back to bed before your wing leader realizes you're out after curfew. And she said, what? You're my wing leader. And I was just laughing so hard because I feel like that was such like a flirtatious little like banter between them. And because obviously he knows that he's her wing leader. And so the fact that he said, get back to bed before your wing leader realizes you're out after curfew, I was literally laughing or giggling and just smiling so hard. And they've had so many other things like that. And then the dragons, especially Andarna, the little golden dragon, which by the way, I can just like picture in my head what she looks like. And she is adorable, but she is like the cutest thing ever. And the little comments that she makes, I'm obsessed with her. But then Tairn, the main dragon, he's sassy. I love him, but the way that he also cares for Violet so much, and he like is trying to help her, unlike all the other like hundreds of dragons. I'm obsessed with these dragons. Y'all have no idea, but I'm also obsessed with Xaden. I genuinely don't think I have felt this way about a main male character since like ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. I'm not even joking. And like especially ACOTAR, because I just personally like the males in ACOTAR more than Throne of Glass. So Xaden is giving me ACOTAR vibes. Yeah, I am obsessed with this book. I will say it is really long. Like I said, I'm only 51% of the way through, and I've been reading this book for like a week now. I feel like some books, even when I just absolutely love them, just take so long to read. And I don't know. I don't know if that's going to lower the rating or not for me by the end of the book. I feel like it is dragging out just a little bit, but also at the same time, it's not. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm gonna sit here and keep reading. It's unfortunately a very sunny day. It's still only like 80 degrees, but it's very sunny today and I'm not loving it. I'm a cloudy, rainy type of girl. So yeah, that kind of ruins my mood to read fantasy, but I'm gonna sit here, put on my Fourth Wing ambiance music. I literally love looking up whatever fantasy book I'm reading. I love looking up like the book name and then ambiance, because I don't know, there's just so many YouTube videos that have some really good ambiance, and it genuinely 130,000% adds to like the experience of reading your book. I cannot imagine sitting here. I literally cannot fathom sitting here in complete silence reading this book. Like, I have to have something. It can't have words in it. Like, it has to be instrumental. But there's this one video on YouTube that I think it's literally just like Fourth Wing ambiance. That's what it's called, and it just adds to the experience. So I'm gonna sit here, read a little bit. I need to try to get through this book faster because it's gonna take me like 2 to 3 weeks to read this. So I'm gonna sit here, read, and then probably do like a workout or something later. I went grocery shopping this morning and completely forgot to get anything to bake. So I'll have to go back either like later today or tomorrow because I do want to bake this week, but I want to do it on like a cloudy day. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here, read, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. The crack that Sarah J. Maas put into Fourth Wing, I said Sarah J. Maas, I meant Rebecca Yarros. Oh my God. The crack that Rebecca Yarros put into Fourth Wing was insane, guys. I finished this book last night at like 1 a.m. I was reading for like 3 hours before bed, in bed, because I just had to finish the book. And I don't even know what to say. It's definitely a 5-star book for me. I was originally debating if it was gonna be a 4.75 or a 5. The only reason it was gonna be a 4.75 is because of how long the book was. I think on the Kindle, it was like 640 pages. I think in like the hardback copy, it's like 500 something. It just like, it equals out different on the Kindle and like in physical book form. But I could not put the book down. It did take me like 6 days to read because it was longer, but it was so good. The banter was out of this world amazing. Like I was like almost getting teary-eyed thinking about it because I have not felt this way about a book since the ACOTAR series. And well, I guess maybe Throne of Glass too, but really ACOTAR. Like ACOTAR still, if you don't know, I like over Throne of Glass just a little bit more. Like ACOTAR is my baby. And I have not felt this way about a book since ACOTAR, or like a series since ACOTAR. And what's crazy is I read ACOTAR for the first time in September last year, or I started it in like late August, but I read a majority of the series in September. And it's just like crazy how we're now in September and it's like I found another book that I love as much as ACOTAR, maybe like literally almost maybe as much as ACOTAR or equal. That's hard to say because I haven't read any more books yet. Like I haven't read Iron Flame and stuff, but like Fourth Wing alone, dare I say, good as ACOTAR. The banter between Xaden and Violet was, like I said, just so good. I was giggling and kicking my feet on the couch, and I hardly ever do that. I hardly ever do that. But like I was giggling around my boyfriend and he was like, what are you giggling at? And I was just like so giddy about the way that they talked, especially like, oh, I don't know if that's a spoiler. I'm gonna keep this part spoiler free and then I'll tell y'all in just a second when I'm gonna do like a quick spoiler part. But yeah, it was just so good. I cannot believe that ending. I did kind of suspect the ending just a little bit. There were a few times that I was like, but what if this happens? And then I also did cry, not at the end, like the very last part, but like a few chapters before. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you've read it. Yeah, I cried in bed. I think I took a video of it. I don't know if I ended up putting it in here because I may have looked really ugly, but yeah, 5-star book. I need to go start Iron Flame, but I'm scared because I'm pretty sure that when Iron Flame came out, a lot of people complained about it and said it like it didn't live up to the hype. So now I'm really scared, but I'm still gonna read it no matter what. Okay, now I'm gonna do a very quick spoiler part. So if you don't want to know anything about this book, you don't want to hear spoilers, click out right now. Okay. When Liam died, guys, I literally cried so hard. I could not believe that happened. I kept praying. I was like, someone's gonna like resurrect him. Someone has powers to be able to do that. But no, they did not. So I literally cried so hard. I had a feeling Brennan was gonna be alive. I didn't see this till after I finished the book, but after I finished the book, I got on TikTok and I started going into like a deep dive of Fourth Wing edits. But I saw one that said that Liam at one point in the book slipped up because Violet said something to Liam like Brennan would have hated this dance or something, and Liam said like, yeah, I know he would, but like Liam shouldn't have known that, but they did because he knew Brennan, like Brennan's been alive and Liam knew that, but like that was just a little thing to where it's like, oh, he kind of slipped up there. And then also there was another part where Violet told Xaden like, your dad killed my brother, and Xaden said hardly. So that's crazy that like that happened. But yeah, I had a feeling Brennan was gonna be alive. Like I had a little in the back of my head like, what if this happens? I also forgot to tell y'all that my name was in this book, like literally in this book. It was only mentioned like 3 times, and I think it was someone's sibling. I can't remember who off the top of my head right now, but there was someone named Reagan in the book. It was spelled a little different than mine. Mine is R-E-A-G-A-N and theirs was R-A-E-G-A-N. They just switched the first A and the E. But I was like, that is so cool. I don't know if I've ever seen Reagan in a book before. I've seen it in TV shows and movies and stuff, but not in a book. So I was like so happy. And the fact that I ended up like absolutely loving the book just makes it that much better because my name is in it technically. But okay, we're done with the spoilers, but it was so good. Rated it 5 stars, and I just cannot wait to read the next one. That's gonna be the end of this video. This video ended up being a lot longer than I thought. I've already started editing it. I think the video is only like maybe 20 minutes or maybe a little bit more than 20 minutes, but for me that's long because I don't normally post videos over 20 minutes. Like that's usually my limit. So this was a longer one. I talked a lot more about Fourth Wing than I thought I did. Like I took a lot more video and just like rambled on and on, which is fine. Your girl's gotta get her thoughts out about a 5-star book that she loves, but the cookies ended up being so good. I'm not gonna film my boyfriend's reaction. There's no reason to, but I ended up loving them. I like it with the frosting, but I also love it without the frosting. So I'm glad that I didn't frost all of them right away, but I'm definitely gonna be making more. There's a recipe that I found. It's like an apple fritter bread or something, like loaf. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I found it on TikTok and I saved the recipe so that I can make that. I just need a lot more ingredients because that's something you have to make from scratch, and there are so many ingredients. But because these turned out good, even though it was from like a box, like a bag, I'm gonna give it a shot. This is my baking year. I'm gonna start doing more baking. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Be my bestie. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.